Another year is about to come to an end, and I hope you guys have had a fantastic 2025. We are returning with another What's Coming to ARK next year, and this is the 2026 edition. This year, the ARK franchise turns 11 years old, which is absolutely incredible, and we have a very content-packed year planned, as we have seen a lot of the stuff that is going to be released for the game. Now, when I upload this video, of course, everything is subject to change. If you're a long-term ARK player, you will know that Studio Wildcard tend to set dates of things, and they can change and they can move quite a lot. So it's always very interesting to come back to this video at the end of the year and see how it did play out. This is currently what we know so far, and we go through January, February, March, April, May, and so on, all the way through to December, and you guys can look forward to some of the new content which is coming to ARK. If you do enjoy today's video, if you wouldn't mind dropping a like, that would really support me, and subscribe if you're new around here, and here's to an amazing 2026, full of excitement, and I can't wait to create more content for you guys for another year. Let's get in with the video. Okay, we're beginning the year, obviously, January. Now, there is probably something on your screen that's Q1 2026 that is probably here on this list a little bit too early. In January, I'm expecting just major Lost Colony bug fixes, changes, tweaks, all that kind of thing. That tends to be the way it works in the world of Studio Wildcard as they settle back in and prepare for a new year ahead. Now, in Q1, it has been announced that Studio Sirens will be releasing Survival of the Fittest as a brand new live service, obviously Battle Royale mode. Now, obviously, Survival of the Fittest has been around for about 10 to 11 years itself, and this is like the third or fourth time that Survival of the Fittest has been brought back, and every time it failed, but it was really popular with a small group of players such as myself. It generally, if it had the right backing, it could be super popular. It's just never been given the love, and it's always kind of been behind a paywall. Not that you have to pay to play Survival of the Fittest, but they made it so you had to buy ARK Survival Ascended and never made it a standalone free game again. So this is kind of what I'm hoping is going to be the case. From the words of from Jeremy, the CEO, it sounds like it might be inside the game again, which is okay, but I do still feel like they're missing out on a massive opportunity. Like, if you're watching the Studio Sirens, if you know, I feel like if you could make it a standalone separate ARK Ascended Survival of the Fittest, keeping it separate from the main game as a free download, I actually think you could really do some serious numbers over on Steam. So I'm leaving it up to you guys. I don't think it will launch in January. I have put it here because it's Q1. We may see this February, or we may see this March, but I'm expecting it to be sort of February time. But so it's January, February. So, of course, here could be Survival of the Fittest, but I've also put down Love Ascended 2026. Never really that much of an exciting DLC, well, I say DLC event. It's not really, for me, one I enjoy that much. There's never really that much content, but this is normally what we get in February, along with fixes and patches. So we move into March 2026, and there's some really exciting things happening around this time. As you will see on the screen, it is planned for Unreal Engine 5.7 to be released, but it's planned between March or April. So at this moment in time, I've put it down for March because there's still some other really big things planned for April. So it's kind of, where does Studio Wildcard fit this in? The reaction from the community here when I announced Unreal Engine 5.7 was coming, I saw a lot of negativity because of people saying what are they going to break next, and they're worried with how it kind of worked with UE 5.5. I don't think UE 5.5, for me personally, it didn't really affect. The mods were kind of all updated because I use, you know, mods created by people like Nakatus who had things updated straight away. It does break a lot of other things, so I understand why people are worried. But personally, for me, I want Wildcard to stay up to date with the latest technology, as long as it improves performance and makes the game better. That's my personal opinion on it. I'll leave it up to you guys to what you think on this. But yeah, this is planned coming March, April time for ARK Survival Ascended. As we move into April 2026, this could be a very exciting part of the year. The launch of ARK Genesis Part 1 is planned for Q2 2026. It was originally said that it's coming in April. There's always a chance it could see a little bit of a delay in May or something like that. But right now, as we currently know, it is planned for April, alongside the Excellent Adventure 2026, which is the Easter event we get every year for ARK. ARK Genesis Part 1, Bob's True Tales, will be taking us on a pirate journey. Genesis Part 1 will be a pirate-inspired DLC with Tides of the Fortune. Remember Atlas? Atlas was a failed game created by Snail Games and Studio Wildcard, and it was really sad to see the game do so badly and have so many problems because it had so much potential to be a very cool pirate survival game. With the release of Bob's True Tales, we are seriously hoping that Tides of the Fortune could be something that we've been waiting for a long time, and as we've been told, there's going to be large ships swimming around in the huge map-sized ocean biome confirmed by the Studio Wildcard team. What an exciting April this could end up being. As we move into May, it's simply just put down for bug fixes and patches. Being an ARK player, you will know not every single month is the most exciting month being an ARK player. Some months are simply just down to the smallest of fixes while Wildcard are working on upcoming content. There's never really any events after this in May, and it tends to be quite a quiet period for ARK while they do have their heads down on some of the upcoming DLCs for the year. I never expect anything too exciting. Now, as we move to June, again, fairly quiet, but this will be the official 11-year anniversary for ARK Survival, well, not Ascended, for the whole franchise. So we'll have 11 years of our beautiful game, if you can call it that. But this is what we always celebrate in June. And sometimes they do a bit of an anniversary event. They did it for 10 years. They might not do it for 11 years, but we can always have a little bit of an anniversary for ourselves to celebrate the next extra year of ARK. Now, as we come into July and Q3, ARK World Creator. Now, again, this could be August, you know, and that's really what we're looking at right now. It could be July, August time, but kind of the way Wildcard do stuff, they usually release things every 3 to 4 months. They usually try and do it every 3 months, but when things get too overwhelming, if they think they may end up delaying it to every 4 months. But ARK World Creator is basically going to be a whole new thing in the world of ARK, where you, the player, can create the map you truly wanted in the world of ARK. So if you're someone that has a vision and wants to create something, World Creator might be for you. An easier way to create something, not involving being a top quality modder, but being able to have World Creator is a little bit like how we used to have the randomly generated maps back on ARK Survival Evolved, but this time round, is this going to be a bit like Jurassic World Evolution with how you can sort of create and design the landscape? I don't know what way Studio Wildcard are going to take this. I think it sounds like a pretty cool feature. And also down for July, we had the ARK Summer Bash event 2026. Again, after this, it goes very quiet on events, but World Creator may keep players very busy. So, August, again, could be the release date for World Creator if there is a slight delay, but again, we've just gone down for bug fixes and patches. A very quiet month, and I'm not expecting anything. And same goes for September. Again, when a new big project gets released onto ARK, there's usually a couple of months between them where sometimes Studio Wildcard may surprise us with something exciting. Out of nowhere, there could be a modded map to look forward to, just like how Astrius launched. There is always a lot of changes, very differently to Evolved. Ascended has worked in a way that they kind of do surprise us with a whole bunch of new content. They work with modders and they do partner DLCs. So when these months are pretty quiet and there's nothing really planned, there are surprises that can pop up around any corner. So that's why I leave these as bug fixes and patches, but you can always expect something. Now, October 2026 is a month to watch out for. ARK Dragontopia, meant to be the big collab, which they said was coming early 2026, but it looks like this is going to be a How to Train Your Dragon collaboration. It's not confirmed that that's what it is, but as you guys will be able to see, it has been compared to the How to Train Your Dragon logo with the long R going under the A, and it's obviously called Dragontopia. I'm hoping, and I know a lot of people are hoping, that this is a whole DLC based around the lands of dragons, inspired again with the launch of the collab of How to Train Your Dragon. And I do think, because it would be a real shame if it was just skins and that kind of thing, because I love it. It would be cool to have the skins, but to have this with a DLC on top of it, and also they've made a whole logo for it, that's why it's kind of telling me it's going to be a How to Train Your Dragon DLC in the land of Dragontopia. We've also put Fear Ascended 2026, which is the Halloween event, so imagine a month of a dragon-inspired How to Train Your Dragon DLC with Fear Ascended 2026. Now, these final 2 months of the year are always extremely exciting for ARK, and there's something that is in December, which we will get to, which is very, very kind of, it's up in the air at the moment. We have put it in this list because there's still a huge possibility. A lot of creators have been talking about it, a lot of players have been talking about it, and we're going to share that with you. But before that, we've got Extra Life 2026. Again, November is normally a quiet month for ARK on the build up to Christmas, but it is always great because we get to raise money for charity. Just like this year, the LoadedCrysis cluster and the LoadedCrysis YouTube channel raised over $5,000 for Extra Life, which was amazing. It all goes to children who need it the most. Thank you again once again to everyone for that amazing event, and I look forward to Extra Life in November 2026 as we raise money, and we also find out some new ARK reveals on upcoming content for the next year. December 2026, and of course, the most beautiful logo in some of ARK history, ARK Fjordur Ascended. ARK Fjordur was planned to launch December 2026 in the old roadmap of the game. A lot of people have been extremely worried with the new roadmap of the game that Fjordur may not see the light of day for a very, very long time. Now, there's been people in the community talking about what Snail Games showed was just the paid content for the game, and is going to be very separate to the rest of the content we're going to see, the free content, and also ARK is fully remastering the whole game before it can move into being a full release. So Fjordur, considering nothing else is planned for December so far, could still be on the cards for a launch. Winter Wonderland 2026, the Christmas event, which we're currently, as we're speaking, in the 2025 event. But what an end to the year it will be to see a fully remastered Fjordur Ascended, as we know how popular that map is, and I think it would close off 2026 and being a very, very good year. So if we go back all the way to the January where we started this video off, it looks to be that it could be a very, very busy and exciting year for the game, with a brand new live service Survival of the Fittest coming along, which could potentially, I still say it every year, if it's done right and it's done in the right way, could potentially change and welcome such a bigger player base to ARK that they've never seen before. Studio Sirens, again, I hope you're listening. And then as we move into February, Love Evolved. We've got to look forward to Unreal Engine 5.7, Genesis Part 1, Tides of the Fortune, lots of bug fixes, 11 years of ARK, the new world creator and Summer Bash, more bug fixes and patches, the How to Train Your Dragon collaboration and potential Dragontopia map, Fear Ascended 2026, another amazing year of raising money for children that need it the most through Extra Life 2026, and a potential launch of ARK Fjordur Ascended. Let me know what you're most excited for in the comment section down below. I'm really looking forward to you guys seeing this, and let's look forward to an exciting year again, and have a very happy holidays and a happy new year to anyone seeing this in the new year. See you guys in my next video, and here's to a great 2026.